a beautiful morning to you all out there. How you doing? Hope you're good. It's Funky Freaking Friday. That is triple F. Yes, this morning it's Funky Freaking Friday. I'm your host on Beach Talk as usual, Teresa Adeyemi, but I prefer you to call me Tessy or Tessy Raleigh. Alright? To all our Muslim brothers and sisters, you know, I will always say hello to you. Happy Jumat Mubarak to you this morning, and I tell you, I have a guest this morning on my show, and this is education. We're doing education today, and I tell you, this guest is a very, very important guest because these are things you need to know. There's something in town now that even me, I don't know about. We need to be educated about it. Our children need to be educated about it, I tell you. And I also have a gospel artist in the house with me this morning. But I tell you, you know how I do my things. All you just have to do is pull a cushion, sit back, relax, and watch me do my thing. All right, talking about trending stories. My time is not as a friend of mine, you know. If you're regular, if you're of my program, you know what I'm talking about. All right, this morning, there's this news I would like to pass to everyone out there, especially to those people, especially we women that like searching for miracle. Because if you ask me that between a man and a woman, who are the ones in need of miracles? I'll tell you it's the women. Because if you go to church, you go to churches, you're going to see that the women are more. They are not just more, they are much more than the men. Now look at the story, this pitiful story of a 25-year-old housewife who met a prophet on Facebook. This is trending. You know, I love talking about what is trending. This is trending. A 25-year-old, if you have ears, those who have ears, let them listen. I'm telling you, this is a true life story. This is not shenanigans. This is not the story of me just making things up, but this is trending on Facebook right now. It's trending on social media, on most social platforms, and is really, really hot. A 25-year-old housewife who met a prophet on Facebook. You see, all the social media meeting, all this blind dates, everything, we all need to be careful. Because women, you know us, we're always looking for miracles. If something is wrong with the man, if anything is wrong with the man, the woman will always go out there and always look for a solution, prefer a solution. But now this is a very, very touching story. This woman met this prophet on Facebook. And the prophet is said to be a prophet of the church. I'm not going to mention the name of the church, but it's a very, very popular church in Nigeria. The name of the prophet is Dr. Ogunlade. He has been arrested by the Ondo police for allegedly killing and burying a woman. According to reports, Ogunlade met the 25-year-old housewife Bose Oguntade via Facebook. Ogunlade reportedly strangled her to death on a visit from Ilori to seek help from him for his spiritual problems. You see what I'm talking about? If you are going to anywhere, please let people know. The prophet kills housewife he met on Facebook for more. Okay. Now, a prophet of, I'm not going to mention the name of the church, I told you that, is currently cooling off in police custody after he was arrested for allegedly killing a 25-year-old housewife identified as Bose Oguntade in Oyo State. According to reports, the man identified as Dr. Ogunlade strangled her to death on a visit to her in Oyo State to seek help for spiritual problems. And Police Commissioner Shino Olukolu, who led a team of policemen to where the woman was buried, said the head and arms of the victim were cut off before she was buried. Police reports revealed that on arrival in Igora, the fake prophet told her to first get over the stress of the trip by taking depressant. He said Ogunlade depressant. Ogunlade allegedly injected her with a heavy dose of depressant and subsequently overpowered and strangled her by cutting off her heads and hands. If you're going to anywhere, let your people know. You see, blind date, I'm sorry if you believe in it. Everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion, but me, I don't believe in it. All these people, you meet them on social media and you take your bag, you go looking for them, all in the name of one thing or two things. We need to come out of it. We need to be very, very careful. It works for some people. Some people met like that, they got married. But because it works for Taye doesn't mean it's going to work for Kennedy. That is life. Wherever you're going to, try to tell people. I used to tell people, anywhere you're going to, try to tell a friend. If you can't tell a friend, tell a brother. If you can't tell a brother, tell a sister. If you can't tell a sister, even tell an enemy that this is where you're going to. At least if anything goes wrong, someone will be able to come out. No, he or she told me, he or she is going to so place. So we just need to be careful. This is end time. We have to be very, very careful. Beach Talk this morning. Okay, let me quickly talk about this. I want to congratulate Capital Trust for the award they received last 3 days with 4 days. I'd like to congratulate them. They've been in the business for like 12 years. and they were awarded. They got an award. It's not a Nigerian company though; it's a multi-international company. But I want to say big congratulations to them for the award they received last 3 days. Congratulations to you from Peachy Talk with Tessy. We congratulate you. All right. We're so sorry about that. I think the audio wasn't audible enough. Alright, there's no much time, no time for break. I'm going to introduce my guests immediately without going on break. But don't worry, you always get your inspiration words and joke of the week. You will definitely get them before an 8. Alright, Mr. Kim, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How is it?
I'm fine. Can I just say hello to the viewers at home?
Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Akim Salami. I'm pleasure. My name is Akim Salami. I'm happy to be here today. Okay? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm so interested in this thing that you just brought out now, the classroom, mobile classroom.
Exactly.
When we say mobile, we all know mobile is a phone.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So when we now say mobile classroom, that is phone classroom.
Exactly.
So what do you mean by mobile classroom?
Mobile classroom is all about trying to make your classroom what you can work with, what you can sleep with, what you can dance with, something that anywhere you go with your classroom. You know, before now we are restricted to the 4 walls of classroom. If you actually want to acquire any content, you have to be limited to schools. But now you want to be schooling without going to school.
To school,
so whereby on your phone and your other devices you can access your classroom. And not just you reading content, it's you meeting your teachers directly to learn any subject or topic of your choice.
On the mobile classroom?
On the mobile classroom. So let me give you an instance on the
mobile. Because I was about asking how possible is that?
Yes, on mobile classroom, you just download the app. Same way you have your other app on your phones. Then what you do is that you click on the mobile classroom, then you see different categories of classes.
But I don't understand. How does it work? If I'm in, like now, maybe I'm studying at Olabisi Onabanjo University. So how is it going to work for me?
It works for everybody, and that is what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
Now in mobile classroom, we have different categories.
Okay.
Inside it, you see secondary school category, you see tertiary, you see professional for ICANN, CIPA. You see for international examination, TOEFL, SAT, and GMAT and Co. So now let's say, for instance, you're a student of secondary school. You click on that secondary school category, then you see different subjects that are available for secondary school students in West Africa. Because this we have done in accordance to West African examination syllabus and curriculum. Now, when you get into this, then you pick a topic or subject of your choice. Let's say I want to study mathematics. I click on mathematics. Then I'll be able to see different topics under mathematics available again. Then I click on exponential equation or standard equation. The teacher will just pop up live and direct and begin to teach you that topic you have selected. It's audio-visual based, and that's the first of its kind in Africa. Yeah.
Wow. So it's in Africa?
Exactly. Yes, because this app is everywhere in the world.
How new is it?
Search?
How new is the app?
No, we just unveiled it 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Exactly. And it will be available for commercial consumption from 1st of July. But presently, you can log into the app. You can learn through any platform, whether through the web base or the app base. The videos are available there, and that is talking about the flexibility we need in our educational sector.
I'm telling you, that means the rate of illiteracy is going to
not even that alone. You realize if we research into the major problems that is causing mass failure in our national examinations, then you agree with me that the pace at which those students are being taught in schools is not at their own pace. Students of different backgrounds being assembled in the same class, taught at a particular space by a teacher. They don't have the same pace. So your student or your child that is having C6 or B2 or sort of thing, and the one that has distinction, they might be, both of them have the brain, but the pace at which they are being
At which they are being
you
taught.
understand, they have different capacity.
Thank you.
But they
I love
need
that.
an opportunity to reassess this particular topic they have been taught. But that teacher does not have the time to come back, except when a student fails that particular subject. So in this case, you have an opportunity to revisit the particular topic as much as you wish at your own convenient time. You can decide to log into this and be watching maybe in your toilet, even when you are on transit, maybe even in your bed. You understand? So you can listen. So you have no excuse again. So you have no excuse to tell me that simultaneous question, I don't understand it. What the teacher explained, I wasn't in the class, it wasn't clear to me. Yeah, it is not clear to you. But you can listen to it like 10, 15, 20 times. So you have no excuse not to know it. So this is the access you have on this particular platform. Yeah.
So when we talk about the categories, where does it start from, for primary or secondary?
No, what we have done now, we have started from secondary school. Wow. And the secondary school is even for the senior class.
For the senior class.
Because if you look at the major problem we have in the country now is the population of the Nigerian students sitting for WAEC and JAM, and the performance, the percentage that are actually passing is very, very ridiculous. So there is a need for us to quickly address that. And one of the major problems is that the reason why we need to address this so quick is because we realize that every time, like in last year now, 2018, 1.6 million there about start for JAM, like 40 to 30% pass examination, and these students that fail, they are in millions, but they are out of secondary school again. And the reason why they fail is because they don't understand, they assume not to have understood that particular subject very well. Now they are out of school, then who will now take care of them? Who will now explain this thing to them? So these people, if we don't give it much attention or quick attention, this will be recruited or be inducted into that class of I'm no longer interested, I'm not going to school again, I can't further again. They'll be discouraged. So because they are no longer in school, they don't understand that same subject, and they are afraid to move ahead, then they belong to no class. Where would they re-listen? Where would they reassess? Where would they reconsume that particular subject they have assumed not to have? No. So that is why this app is very important.
Is the app owned by Nigeria? Was it developed by Nigerian?
Yes, yeah, the app is owned by Nigeria, and
wow,
that's
good one.
You understand? I am the initiator of the app.
Ooh.
Yes, I am the initiator of the app.
That's a good one.
And I think from the researches we have done, I think that will be the first indigenous audiovisual app that we have in Africa.
In Africa.
Exactly. Oh. What I mean by indigenous is, if you actually want to study anything on mathematics, biology, even on YouTube, the teachers that will be taking you are white. This is the first time you see Nigerian teachers teaching you live and direct. It's not even animated. It's no animation teaching. You see your teacher live and direct, exactly, teaching you. So it's a mobile classroom where people can download the app through the Play Store, and they can access so many content as much as possible. And the beauty of the app is that although after you need to subscribe, we have different subscription package.
That's what I wanted to say. I want you to enlighten the public.
Yes, we have subscription package, like weekly subscription, monthly subscription, quarterly subscriptions, and annual subscription. And you still use data. But the beauty is that for every video you have watched, as you are watching it, automatically it is saving inside your playlist. So if you want to watch such video again, you can have your data, watch for as long as your subscription still exists. And another thing is that we make it so seamless, so that
when you say seamless, what do you mean?
It's seamless for people. When you find yourself within the app, you can navigate around the app easily, you understand, and you can access whatever you need as simple as you might want it.
All right, now, so to download the app, I want you to enlighten the public on how to download it.
Yes, you download the app through your Play Store.
Play Store.
We are very familiar with our Play Store. After you must have go to Play Store, you search for mobile classroom. When you see it, you download it. After downloading it, then you click on it. Once you click on it, it will take you to the welcome page. Under the welcome page, you see a lot of factors, variables: the home, the classes, the playlist, the subscription, and about us. Then you actually want to study. Then you click on the home page. It takes you to the classes where you see different categories for the secondary, for the tertiary, for the international. So you go into secondary if you're a secondary student. Then when you click on that, it will show you the available subjects covered so far. Then maybe mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics, government, civic education. Then you click on any subject you want. Then it gives you the options of topics available so far. So that is how you access. But at that point of you trying to access the main lecture, if you have not subscribed, you have to subscribe. Then if you want to subscribe, they give different options of subscription, like the weekly one at your own convenience, the monthly one, the quarterly one, and the annual one. And the beauty of this is very, very affordable. Very affordable, and this is where we have been able to load quality education content, whereby there will no longer be discrimination between the content of education be accessed by the children of the rich and the poor. The discrimination barrier, we are want to democratize education, whereby we can all access the qualitative education, not until I'm a student of private school or public schools. No, I can access the quality we have there belongs and is meant for the general public, irrespective of your category or classes.
Yeah. So just like you said, that is very, very affordable.
Exactly. And we are looking at this whereby some of our government officials, our senators and House of Rep, because we are looking at it whereby if I am having 200,000 Nigerian subscribers on this app, I want to know about 50% of them should be able to access this app and content free of charge, courtesy of some multinationals, some individuals, some senators, because it's no longer a big deal. For instance, if my annual subscription is 25,000 naira, it does not take any senator of a constituency to say that I want to subscribe for 5,000 subscribers or students in my constituency. At least you have been able to give them free access to that education content they need. That is the support they need from you. If you are talking about free education, it has come because this is very affordable. So you cannot send them to the forward of classroom looking at the cost implication. Then within the comfort of their room or their home, their shop. You know, so even when you are a trader, now you can combine trading with learning. You understand? I know the economic situation in the country is somehow difficult, whereby some actually still want to further, but because they cannot survive, because they need to trade to survive, now they abandon the education. But in this case, in the comfort of their shop, while they are still trading, they are still learning, and they can meet up and go and sit for whether JAM or WAEC, or even while you are in an institution, you miss your class, you can go there. Even in this case, we are looking at it whereby we can make education, access to education as available the same way we have retailing shops in our respective streets, whereby students can walk into any shops and be able to access education content. In this case, we are not talking about textbook. We are not talking about what you want to read, because we understand that students, for everything you read, you need to conjure your brain to interpret, to understand. But in this case, we are talking about you meeting your live teachers in direct interaction. Pick a subject, pick a topic, and the teacher pops up and begin to teach you that same topic you have selected. It's very great.
But it's going to be consuming data.
Yes, it's consumed data, but the data is very friendly. The data is very friendly, and that is why for every video you have watched, automatically it has saved in your playlist, where subsequent watch of it, you don't need data for it again.
You don't need data for it.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's it on education mobile classroom, mobile education classroom. And you know, mobile, whatever mobile is on the go. So when you have your mobile with you and you want to learn, you want to read, there's no mommy locking you up in the room and say carry your textbook and go and read. All you just have to do now is just pick up your phone, log into the site, and you pick your subject, like I said, and you're on the go. Even in the bus, you can learn, you can read. In the bus, you can learn, you can listen, and you can do a lot of things. All you just have to do is go to your Play Store. It's friendly and it's data friendly, and the prices are very affordable, just like I said. And download the app and let's study. You know, without education, education is the legacy. Without education, the only thing we parents can give our children is education. We give them education, we've given them all. And after this break, I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back after this break.
Russia.